Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Josh here. We've got another video for the VB WRX and we're going to be installing a full catback titanium exhaust today. This is from Noble Performance. So like in Japan, 22 WRX, EXH, SI, and TI. I think that's the different models that they have over there. But let's go ahead and pop this out. The thing that's so crazy to me, guys, is this box, including the entire exhaust, the shipping weight was only 17.2 pounds. So that just goes to show you how light this stuff is inside. But let's go ahead, let's get it unboxed, and let's take a look at all the welds and the quality, and then let's get the car on the lift, and let's get it installed. We have it all unboxed, guys, and oh my gosh, I am very impressed with the quality, especially that this is full titanium and runs less than $1,000. I mean, the weight on it is just, it's finger light. Like I could hold this easily with one finger. I mean, this probably weighs maybe 1.5 pounds. It comes with gloves in the box. When you handle it, you're not gonna get fingerprints on it, but like the muffler is the heaviest part and it's super light. I like the fact that it comes with the little silencer insert, so if you want to keep the system quiet, you can easily slide this on the inside if you wanted to, so you want to piss off your neighbors. Looking at the welding, like there's a nice big, flange at the end of this. All the pie cuts and everything look like they're very well done. This is nice and thick. Look at like the welds here. So very high quality, and this is made in Taiwan, but guys, don't worry. So this is gonna be your bracket to mount it to the car, and the cool thing with this is it's adjustable. I kind of would myself rather have just some normal exhaust hangers off of the muffler itself to mount it, but this gives you adjustability, which is cool, which I'll show you when I install it. So if you wanted to, the muffler to sit higher in the car or lower or angle, whatever, you can kind of adjust it. But looking at the main pipe, guys, look at all these. The pie cuts, the welding, how it all goes together. Pretty cool. So this is the Noble Performance full titanium catback system. Shout out to the boys over at Import Image Racing. They're the ones that helped me get this. They've got it on their website. I'll put a link in the description down below. Now this is just to compare with you guys. So if you guys are unfamiliar with Noble Performance, which I am, I've never heard of them. This is just to show you, this is a Mines tower bar from Mines in Japan. So comparatively, when you compare the welds on how they welded here versus like your welds over here, I think they're both very similar quality. And I'm super excited about this. So I want to open up the exhaust and get some sound out of my car, and hopefully this gives a nice deep exhaust note, being that it's a single 3-inch exhaust all the way back. So there it is, 3-inch all the way back. And everything's smooth on the inside. I don't see anything that build quality wise would not be satisfactory to me. So this gasket kit I purchased separate, and it's because the J pipe on the car is a 2.5 inch. So this is gonna basically line up with the little donut on the J pipe. And this comes with everything you need, gasket and hardware, just to ensure you're not getting a exhaust leak. And this is GrimSpeed. Shout out to GrimSpeed. I think that they just got their top mount intercooler prototype pretty much done for this car. So hoping to get either a front mount or a top mount later and do some type of ethanol blend. That's the model number here. I'll put a link in the description down below for you guys. Cool thing with titanium is it will never rust, never corrode. It'll always be lightweight and high performance. This part here, the exhaust bracket, this is made out of stainless steel. So this is one of the heavier components. Same thing with your V-band clips. And the silencer, this is stainless steel as well. but the rest of the system, all the piping, muffler, that is titanium. So the system is full 3-inch back to the exhaust, and then the muffler tip is 4.5 inches. So it should give a nice deep tone. If you guys like this kind of content, hit the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think if you guys have installed this before, and if you like the system, time to get to work. I went ahead and just kind of pieced the system together so you guys could get a good look at it all together in one piece. Everything comes together real easy. Fitment is good, all slides together with no issue. So, but this is pretty, like the piping's pretty thick and quality looks good. So I'm excited. Thumbs up. Let's go ahead and pull the car in and get this thing in. The crazy thing with this exhaust, guys, is it is so incredibly light. Like I could literally, if I could balance it, I could hold it easily with just one finger. It only weighs 11 pounds. Let's pull the stock one off and then let's get this bad boy in. Alright guys, come underneath here. You got a muffler on each side. Got a few bolts that we're gonna remove and nuts holding it on. Let's go ahead and get these off, guys. It's 14 millimeters. Put a wrench on the back side. And I'm using my Milwaukee. Shout out to Milwaukee. If you guys don't have any of the Milwaukee fuel power tools, you need some. I'll put a link in the description down below. So we got a 14 mil on the back, 12 mil in the front. Zip these off, then we can pull the exhaust system off. This whole removal only takes like 5 minutes. It's very simple. Just gotta kind of pry that exhaust hanger off. I just used basically some vice grips to kind of press on the end of it. And we'll just, I'm gonna use a little bit of silicone spray just on the exhaust hangers up here to help me just slip the muffler out. I usually like to kind of slide it back and then get the outer one off and then slide it back towards the bumper and it'll just slip right out. So guys, we've got the stock exhaust off, and comparing it here, this is a 3-inch, this is a 2.5 inch. So as they come back, 2.5 inch versus 3-inch, you can see where it really bottlenecks down and gets really narrow here on the OEM exhaust, and then it even goes all the way down to where it's only 1.5 inches. So 2 1.5 inch outlets versus a 3-inch all the way back. This is going to flow way more air, way more exhaust, and being that it's a bigger diameter, give you a deeper exhaust note. Let's find out if I'm right. So you can see here on the front of the exhaust, it's labeled up, so you know that's the orientation of that. I went ahead and just put a V-band on here on either side, and I've disconnected the muffler, so it's just lighter to set it up in a position. So let's take a look at the J-pipe, guys. So this is the little donut that I was talking about right there, and you have to use the GrimSpeed adapter, which you can see the beveled edge. It's just going to slide over just like that, and that's what's going to create your seal. Let's go ahead and put our hardware in. This will kind of hold everything into position. So this goes to our little donut adapter, and then our big gasket, which is all stainless steel gasket. It's a nice big gasket, so it's going to have a good seal. So we're going to look like that. Let's grab the titanium exhaust. So got the exhaust hanger up here, and then let's go take a look at this up front. The hardware that comes with the exhaust system, it's long enough to fit through. Save it later on if you get an upgraded J-pipe, because it's thicker than this stuff. This is kind of smaller, but it'll easily hold this system on. Let's go ahead and grab the muffler. So I've got the hanger just kind of lightly mocked on here. I'm going to go ahead and slide this up into position, and then we can adjust it. So everything's on. I need to kind of just tighten everything down, but I've got everything kind of roughly adjusted, so everything fits. You can see how it all lines up everywhere with everything. And so we'll tighten this down, tighten that down, tighten the V-band over there. As far as fitment, it's pretty close. You got about, I don't know, maybe 5 millimeters of space between here, but it's not going to touch. I've got it all adjusted properly, so I'll finish tightening this down and then we'll head out. So guys, this is feeling nice and solid to me. It's not touching anything. When I'm moving it and shaking it, that's what we want. It is no time for the first startup, so let's do it. Okay guys, here we go. It's going to be pretty loud, I'm thinking. It's actually not bad at all. Let's go out back and we'll start it again. The car's up to temp, guys, and I think the single exit exhaust has the right sound. Listen to it. It's a much deeper exhaust tone than stock and than the ETS with the quad tip that I put on there. It sounds freaking awesome. And it looks awesome too. Look at the fitment, guys. It's all tucked underneath. It's got the right look. Let's give it some revs. Ooh, it sounds good. I'm so impressed with this, guys. To get build quality similar to Tomei and perfect fitment, and it weighs 1/3 less the weight than the factory exhaust, around 35 pounds. That's pretty awesome. Let's go take it for a test drive. You guys are probably wondering how it sounds in cabin, just driving normally. It's actually pretty quiet. Full throttle. had the exhaust on the car for the last 200 miles or so, and I'm very impressed with how it sounds. I think having a 3-inch all the way back gives it a little bit better exhaust tone than when it splits back to a 2.5-inch with the quad tip exhaust. Beyond that, the titanium has a certain note, and I just like the way it sounds better than quad tip personally. You guys will have to let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I'll do a couple more pulls here for you guys. So I'll just do light acceleration here. So if you guys listen closely, I think this 3-inch exhaust kind of gives you a little tease of what sounds like a boxer rumble. You guys listen to that note, it's got kind of like a unique tone or rasp to it because the titanium resonates and it sounds different than stainless steel. I know that this car has an equal header exhaust, but I don't know. You guys let me know what you think, but I can kind of hear it a little bit more.
This is good filmage, guys.
Yeah, something like that.
So we're cruising at 45 miles an hour, and it's pretty quiet in here. So I'm pretty happy with this. This is straight exhaust, no silencer, and it's not too overly loud to where I feel like I'd ever have to put the silencer in. So with the silencer in there, guys, it's pretty much as quiet as stock, if not more quiet than stock. I should have got a decibel meter reader. But I mean, we're like about 4 feet away from the exhaust, even if I bring it all the way up here. It is super quiet. So I'm very impressed. It's nice to have the ability, if you want it to be quiet, that it can. Well guys, we're back home. The review is done, and my first GoPro fell off the car. So the suction cup must not have stuck on very well. So this fell off, and camera kind of got beat up a little bit. It's got some, you know, marks on it. Luckily nobody ran it over. The battery came flying out, and a truck that was going by ran it over and pretty much crushed it, so the battery's done. But at least the camera, hopefully it's not destroyed. It looks like it'll still work. Well, I was a little stressed, guys, and the camera does power up. So this thing came off the car at like 45 miles an hour, and I even got the clip. So the clip is right here. But I feel better. I was stressed out. I was worried I wasn't going to get the exhaust shot, and I was worried that my camera was broken, and it's not. So thumbs up for that for me. I hope you guys liked today's video. Leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you think of the titanium single exhaust from Noble. And cruising down the freeway on this thing, I don't have any footage to show you guys, but I drove back and forth to work going 70 to 80 miles an hour, and the exhaust is not too overly loud. And I didn't have any issues with drone. The quad tip exhaust that I had on there before, it droned between 1800 and 2200 RPMs. It was really annoying. This doesn't do that. So I think it has something to do with just the way the titanium like resonates versus the stainless steel, and then that thicker diameter. And yeah, having a 3-inch all the way back, I think that just, it really helps. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video here, guys. I hope you liked the video. If you did, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. For all the new subscribers, thank you very much. We are over 800 subscribers just this month alone, which is more than 10% growth, so I appreciate all you guys. I'll put some of the recent subscribers up there on the screen. And even a gentleman gave me a super thanks for my turbo removal video on the GTR. I'll throw your name up on the screen as well. So a shout out and a big thanks to Matthew Littlefield. Thank you so much for your support, as well as all the subscribers. Everybody that watches the channel, leaves me a comment, hits a thumbs up. You guys are what makes it possible for me to keep making this type of content with your support. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Anyway, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Peace out.